Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, June 2nd, 2019. How calm and peaceful are we in light of the energies happening, frequencies flying around on the planet, in the atmosphere? How calm are we? How at peace are we? Are we out of sorts? Are we balanced? How well do we understand the configuration of frequencies that are occurring at this very moment? These are questions I always ask myself. You know, how in balance am I truly? How well am I moving through sacred space? Yeah, am I being honest with myself? Do I feel miscombobulated, or am I suppressing things with the activities? And when I talk about activities, I'm talking about all the energies, frequencies, and the mind, and the ego, which is, you got to remember, those are constant elements that play with us, that generate a response. Because, you know, when people are used to the mind working all the thoughts, all the activities, all the energies, you basically grew up with that. And you ask yourself, what and how am I doing? Because I ask myself this all the time. How am I doing? I carry on conversations all the time with myself. Not, sometimes, verbally, other times, heart-mind-wise. I'm always checking myself to find out, just exactly where I'm at. How I really, truly am feeling. And it is useful to know these things. It's useful for us to monitor them, because most of the time people don't. They don't. They just, you might visit it. You might, visit it, say, and interact and talk, and then you just move on, and you're not in the habit of it. And I have trained myself to be in the habit of it. And I don't mean obsessive. I mean to reflect and view. How am I doing with things? How am I viewing, caustic vibrational frequency on the planet? How is it affecting me? How do I view it? How do I look at it? So it's all about the true heart-mind connection, and using the heart-mind connection on a daily basis, so that you begin more and more to move into that space of tranquility and peace and happiness and joy. Now, sometimes it may not feel like it's doing anything, or you might make some statements to yourself and stuff and say, oh, well, but it is, because you're giving it thought energy. You're giving it thought energy. And this is really important, because if you don't, And you say, oh, yeah, well, I know that. And you just kind of bebop along and no big deal. And you just don't visit it. And that's what happens to a lot of us. We don't visit it. And remember that the ego, I always look at the ego. See how I'm doing with the ego. And through the years, I've gotten to the point where pretty much the ego is in docile mode. And it doesn't always get its way. And I look at the challenges that we face as opportunities to let go of attachment to, the different small agendas so that we see the bigger soul game that we're here to play. And remember that the enlightened life is mainly the art of letting go. That's where you become enlightened. Letting go. You practice letting go. And it's not, people say, well, what am I supposed to do? Just, I've had people say, what am I supposed to do? Just walk out in the nude and just let everything go and not wear nothing and not have anything. It's kind of be an extreme response. But no, it means all of your taught mechanisms that you have been, it's almost like this. It's like when you're born and your God is in that body, you have this openness. You really have no fear. And you have no predisposed ideas. You have no negativity. You are just swimming freely, happily, joyously. You're amazed at your surroundings. And you're looking at your new spacesuit going, wow, this is great. And we have that child, vibrant, high God spirit energy, and so we're just, it's like, wow, look at this. But as we begin to be sculpted, okay, we're literally sculpted by the frequencies of the energies that are being conveyed in this planet. So little by little, because no one has an actual understanding of how to guide. See? We don't have, it's not like you have a book that tells you exactly for the highest high how to guide the young ones into maturity, the bodies into maturity, I should say. How do you, no one has it. So that's why we have such a mix-mash of conflicted attitudes, understandings, and ideas. That's why we have them. And isn't it great to have discovered that now? Because we continually let go. That's the toughest thing for humanity to do. Let go. That's how you move more and more into a enlightened life. Letting go of the ego, letting go of the mind, and letting go of your the wanting, the coveting, the control, the insecurities, the fears. All of these things you will find are all illusioned, making you and your mind and ego to instill that in you. Now, are there people without fear? Sure, there's people without fear. They have been literally brainwiped and trained to, it doesn't matter, they're trained to do bodily harm. That's it. And it doesn't matter, you could, they would, in a situation of confrontation, if you didn't take them down immediately and permanently, they would continue to come at you until you were no more. And that's training techniques that's been done to humans. But letting go, changing the vibrational frequency of you, becoming enlightened, which then eliminates all of the crap that we emit. And we do. All of us do. And it's at different times. And as we communicate and remind ourselves through our heart mind that we are happy, that we are grateful and thankful deeply in the heart mind, not from the mind or the ego, not to say it just to say it, but to feel it. Big difference. Even if you say it, you're still going to make change in the band of frequencies and the energies that you create. So when you live and exist, doesn't that make sense? You live and exist in harmony with your God. What is your God? God is inside of you. It's been termed as the kingdom of God is in each and every one of us. It's been termed that you are God, which in reality you are. So, and this is without ego in the mind. This is with your heart mind. And so you understand that, so why wouldn't you emanate that? Peace, love, joy, prosperity, gratitude, thankfulness, humbleness. And move into and letting go and moving into the state of an enlightened existence, an enlightened being. For some, it's formidable. For others, you look at it and you say, this is great. I'm going to make that transition. Why wouldn't I? I move myself out of doubt and guilt and frustration and stress and fear, anxiety, and all of these things that we all have attached to, and move out of that just by your frequency change from the heart mind and letting go and being and existing in an enlightened state. You move into peace, joy, harmony, deep eternal love, gratitude, humbleness, thankfulness. It's a total different place. It's a total different existence. It is completely different. And one of the biggest keys for humanity is to move into that, as many as possible. To become understanding of oneself, to embrace the God within us, and to learn from the God within us. And the God within us is our guide, our mentor, our protector, always knows the best direction for us. The majority of us fight it. We're uncomfortable with it. So we ignore it and we suppress it. So, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to go that way. And whenever the God makes a communication, which is constant, and then you hear on occasion, it says to you, this is a good path for you. I am with you always. I carry you through the rough times where you are confused. I constantly support you. I love you deeply. I am with you always. Without your God, your body would not operate. See, when the body dysfunctions to the point where it can no longer be a vessel for your God, the God leaves. What happens when the God leaves? The body stops. See, they say, well, the body stops and the spirit leaves. That's not true. The body, the God knows that the vessel is no longer functioning. So, body shuts down, God leaves. The electrical synapses in the brain are powered by the God. Other times, people will have heart attacks or whatever the anomaly happens with the body, and puts them out of commission, and then they're brought, they come back, they recover. It's because the God knows that the body is still functionable. It can still be housed in that body. It knows that it's not permanent, so it knows that it's not permanently shutting down. So when you have always, when you have difficulties in their physical vessel, it is because you are blocking different waves of frequency. You are cutting them off. When you're very angry about something from childhood, whatever, it expands and it blocks you off. And eventually that area of the body experiences turmoil, experiences stress, experiences complete shutdown. It's all connected to how much in harmony you are. So, love the God that you are. There's no reason not to. Love the God that you are. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure most of you are. And relax. Begin to move into the now, dropping away what you were just thinking about, dropping away what you're projecting for the day, and in the evening and night, and tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. Dropping away from wandering off in the past, and revisiting things that are no longer and long gone, and move into the now. Very moment, you move into the now through the heart mind, and you stay in a position of total peace. You're in your chair, and you're on the side of the light bridge of all of your thoughts. Thousands of them coming and going. In your relaxation, you are not participating. You're not blocking them. You're not fighting. You're just watching them come and go from the heart mind. Your shoulders drop. Stress is alleviated from the physical body, head to toe. You can feel it. It's a very subtle wave. A deep, warm, loving embrace that penetrates every molecule of your vessel. Total calmness. Total peace. Joy. And as you do that, as you relax, you're going to want to breathe. You want to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, you want to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003, and exhale. Feel the breath. You're in the now. Feel your breath. Listen to your breath. And as you breathe in, make sure that you hold it for 3 seconds. You exhale through the mouth, breath out through the mouth, and do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. As you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. This is the cosmic energy. This is the plasma fields of creation. It is connected to every single form of existing and existence life throughout all dimensions, densities, universes, everywhere. Imagine that. That's what it's that's what it is. And you're breathing it in because there's so much communication. And your God filters and directs the message each time to you. And you're in quiet state and peace through the heart-mind. The communication is, I love you. This is a powerful communication. This is your God loving you always, 24/7. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter how you act. It is your God loving you always. Never ending. So you see, the only guilt that we generate is the guilt through our mind and ego. The only selfishness that we generate is the selfishness through our mind and ego. The only greed that we generate is through the greed of our mind and ego. The only anger and hate we generate is through that of the mind and the ego. And on, and on. So as this breath in, I love you. And as you breath out through the mouth, you're breathing out once and for all of the things that I know you're aware of. You're aware of these things very acutely. You're aware of the distrust in yourself. You're aware of the anxiety in yourself. You're aware of the guilt. You know what these are. You know where they come from. The mind and the ego. So you breathe out these constructs. They're illusions. Absolutely. Even though we carry them with us as realities. They're illusions. And we breath them out. We transmute them with the purple flame, purple transmuting flame. We transmute them in a neutral light substance so they cannot reattach or reconnect. And as operating from the heart-mind, we do not generate them again. We watch the mind. We watch the ego. But we don't embrace their constructs. We watch them. We view them. We don't interrupt them. We don't interact with them. We breathe these out. This is a practice every day, all the time. It's about harmonizing and balancing yourself, bringing yourself into an enlightened state more and more. We turn fold into our heart mind. We find ourselves floating above the heart in total peace, joy, contentment, and tranquility, in deep eternal love. We are immediately encased in a perfect sphere of the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God, of the Father God, universe, collective consciousness of deep eternal love. Emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. Violet blue purple flame light of Archangel Michael. White fire. Purple transmuting flame violet ray. Deep eternal love. All of this encased. Only thing that can penetrate it is more deep eternal love. But we are protected always from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. We're met with our God. Our God folds into us as we do into our God. We blend. What our God knows, we know. What we experienced, our God knows. Always. In the union is pure, deep, eternal love with no attachments, no expectations, no greed, no judgment, no cynicism, no criticism, no pessimism. We are filled with deep eternal love, happiness, bliss, joy, gratitude, thankfulness. We are filled with absolute enlightenment. We wash all the guilt, all the anxiety, everything that we've created for ourselves. Eliminate it with one breath. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light, which embraces the planet Gaia, Parakrista, Earth, right around the equator. It's like we're hugging Gaia. And this light is, you can see the white flame coming off of our light circle, our halo. You can feel it. Pure, deep, eternal love, total peace, joy, emanating from this, because it's all of our God's creation. The purest of the pure. And as we literally envelop the entire body of Gaia, at top to bottom, totally saturating the atmosphere. All that there is, ever has been, ever will be. We begin to move up effortlessly above the planet. As we move up, we are immediately drawn to the guidance of our gods to call upon our brothers and sisters of the cosmos. All of the light energy beings in all densities, all dimensions, all existences, all universes, who are only of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, in total tranquility, peace, joy, happiness, bliss, unselfishness, generosity, humbleness. Join us. They come in massive numbers, in gigaplexes, from all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. They flock in. We embrace them. We welcome them. And they welcome us and embrace us. And we love them, and we respect them, and we honor them as they do us. We are in deep humbleness and gratitude as they are. And we expand as they come in. Exponentially, fanning out 360 degrees throughout the galaxy, throughout the universes. Saturating everything that our wave comes in contact with in deep eternal love, light, energy. Transforming the lower density frequencies into the higher highs. We call upon the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes, all of the angels, all of the civilization of the deepest eternal love from the deepest eternal love. Pure harmony, generosity, and humbleness. And they come. Massive numbers. Their light joins with ours. Their gods embrace our gods. We are all one. We come together in harmony to heal this planet, to assist her in her evolution, in her ascension, to heal the humanity, the civilization, and all life of this planet, and to uplift it. Feel the purity of the deep eternal love vibrating as they come in, and we expand and our light grows brighter. We thank them. We're humbled by them as they are us. And we love them and they love us. We call upon the Ascended Masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, El Morya, Sananda Jesus, Saint Germain, Abundantia, Gaia, all of the Ascended Masters of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, of the purest joy, happiness, tranquility, and humbleness, and they flock in. They're with us. They join us immediately, instantaneously. Our circle of light expands. Our light brightens more. We fill the sacredness of space with deep eternal love. You're humbled by them as they are us. You're thankful and grateful. We call upon all of the inhabitants of this planet, inner Earth, Agartha, hollow Earth, beneath Earth, all of the civilizations who are in benevolence, who embrace their gods, who are humble, tranquil, unselfish, grateful. And of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, and they join us immediately. They move in with the light, they embrace us arm in arm, hand in hand. This is an infusion of all that we are, of the gods inside our vessels. We expand, we thank them, we love them, and we're in gratitude of their presence as they are us. We call upon all of the other civilizations who have been assisting the civilization of this planet in its enlightenment, its ascension. Its evolution. It's freeing itself from its self-imposed bondage. They are the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love. They see us as part of themselves. They're in benevolence and humbleness. Therefore, they want to help assist freeing parts of them from this control. They join us. We love them. They love us. We are in peace, humbleness, and gratitude of their presence as they are ours. We expand, and our light is even brighter. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this life and all lives that we've inhabited, of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love. And they come in droves, massive numbers. They embrace us if we embrace them. in joy, we are in joy. We're humbled by their presence as they are ours. This is a union of gods to harmonize this planet, this solar system, and eventually this entire universe and beyond. To bring the frequencies to such a level where it is complete paradise, a complete joy, a happiness, unending, an infinitesimal, deep, eternal love, energy, field. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this planet at this time. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, the mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, Pegasus and the unicorn, and many more. And in deep eternal love and joy and tranquility, they come in massive numbers and they join us. The exuberation, the joy that penetrates all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, that saturates all that there is, they're drawn to it. It is for the greatest good of the universe and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. And we thank them, and we're humbled by them and their presence, and we love them as they do us. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. The meditative sphere sits center circle. It is so expansive, holding all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It can be seen, heard, and felt in all dimensions, all densities, all universes, all of existence beyond the ribbon of creation. It is just omnipotent, deep, eternal love, light, saturating continually energy. We feel it as we have it rain down upon us, saturating our physical form and our God and all that we are, inside and out, top to bottom, in deep, eternal love, light, energy, in purity. We feel this in our harmony. We know that we are God. We move into more and more enlightenment. We let go. We find that all of the things that the mind and the ego have created serve no purpose, for we are creators. And we are meant and guided by our gods to create deep, eternal love, prosperity, peace, happiness, and joy throughout the cosmos, throughout existence, in humbleness, in quiet, in tranquility, in peace, in generosity. We look down upon the planet and we see all of our brothers and sisters. All of us do. Light energy beings, all of those we've called in for the meditation. And we look down upon them and we see them all. And we see all life, inside and out. And we pour forth and communicate with their gods, which are parts of us. Gaia. That's all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. That we love them. And this is what we convey. This is what we saturate them with. That we love them. That we respect them and we honor them. That we are in deep gratitude and humbleness in our messages over and over. And our frequency is higher and higher. And the enlightenment becomes more and more. And we love them. We love them now. We will always love them more and more. We care for them. We help them and we assist them so that they too can shed, let go of all of that which keeps them from enlightenment. This is a deep, penetrating, saturating frequency, deep eternal love. All that there is, all the life on this planet, inside and out. We feel it as we move and we touch them. Their gods, ours, as one. Joining in a meditation, and I'll return to close us out. I'm sure you can feel, experience more and more harmony within you. Because as we embrace God on a permanent foundation, not intermittently, not infrequently, but always. All of us. We literally reconfigure the frequencies on this planet of all life. And the frequencies are of joy, bliss, happiness, peace, generosity. We let go of the constructs of greed and selfishness and anger and hate. And we embrace our God. For we always have been, always will be, and always will forever be God. Understand that you are omnipotent. You always have been. You always will be. And to be in joy and peace and harmony, to be enlightened, and to assist all the pieces, all of the gods, and all of life in this planet, on this planet, in the atmosphere, in the sacredness of space, uplifting them into a higher existence of God-love energy. Magniglorious, stupendous, omnipotently far-reaching. Feel the harmony within your heart-mind. For your God is with you. Always. We will be back here, 3 p.m. Eastern, Monday, June 3rd, 2019.